Everybody.
How's it going, Coach? Start with Trey, and I know we've talked a lot about his growth as a playmaker, but with Herb being out, DeJounte being out, he's been asked to do a lot more on the defensive side.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys kind of working on some stuff a little bit this morning. What have you seen from him on that side of the floor, development-wise?
Well, he's taking the challenge of guarding some of the team's best players, and that's a growth step for Trey. He's doing a really good job offensively, getting us into sets, creating shots for himself and his teammates. But that's another growth is on the defensive side, guard the best players, rebound the ball, and then pushing, attacking in transition.
And Z, we've talked a lot about his per 36, his efficiency is so up, but I mean, right now he's got career highs in rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Just how much has this plan kind of helped him grow his overall game while still playing 28, 30 minutes a night right now?
Yeah, I think, everyone's bought in on what we need to do to continue to help him, really thrive on the court. And he's in the elite conditioning right now. So his ability to step on the floor and attack for the whole time that he's on the floor has been huge for us. Like you said, he's having career highs in several different categories, but that's what he's capable of doing night in and night out when he's playing at his best. And right now we're seeing some really good basketball out of Zion.
Offensively, back on Sunday, was that the type of game that you really envision when you're so proficient in the paint? You scored 76 points with the efficiency as well, and you were able to get up the 43 attempts. It
is. That's an ideal game that we want to continue to try to get to every night. It doesn't happen, but that's the goal, is to try to get to games like that where we're attacking in transition, we're attacking the paint, we're getting to the free throw line. Free throws could be a little higher, but we're shooting quality threes. We're offensive rebound and low turnover game for us. So we want to continue to strive to have games like that.
I know how much you've been emphasizing the rebound aspect of it as well. Back on Sunday, everybody who took the floor had at least 3 rebounds. Is that, again, the goal, what you want to do to spread it around a little bit?
It is. It's important for our group to understand that we can play good defense. We can contest shots at a high rate. But when you allow teams to get second chance opportunities, now you're playing against a set defense. So it's hurting you on both ends of the floor. So extremely important for our group to continue to rebound at a high level.
Hey, Willie, in what ways do you see Trey stepping into that leadership role after the VI trade?
Several ways. More vocal with his teammates in the huddle. We just talked about how he's guarding some of the team's best players where he wasn't in those situations as much last season as he's been in this year. He's accepting that challenge. But then offensively, his ability to, we know he can shoot. We know he's an elite finisher at the rim. But now adding some playmaking for himself and his teammates. So he's taking more steps in regard to adding to his game.
Willie, LeBron, and Luke haven't played together all that long, but there's been a handful of instances of Luka finding LeBron with an outlet pass. Has that trickled down into the scouting report for you guys? And what do you tell your team to do to try to thwart it?
Absolutely, it's in the scouting report. You have 2 elite passers that can see the floor, and they almost become like quarterbacks. They throw like these Hail Mary passes to each other. So that's on the scouting report. The biggest thing for us is make sure we try to set the tone, putting pressure on them, not allowing them to quarterback, but then, just making them take tough shots. They're great players for a reason. They're going to touch the ball, but make them take tough shots.
The Lakers have had the top defense in the league going back to mid-January. Just what stands out to you about what they're doing on that end of the floor?
They're doing a great job of loading everywhere, and they have size and speed. They're keeping teams out of the paint. They're switching screens, making your offense become more stagnant. They're a really good rebounding team. So they've been elite. When you look at them, especially the last maybe 7 or 8 games, they're holding opponents to a very low shooting percentage and points. All right. Thank you.